On September the 2nd, we have the highly anticipated rematch. We are back in Manchester, but what has changed? We're here with both fighters to find out. Liam, Chris, I hope you're both well. Let's briefly talk about the first fight. Round 1 and 2, not much to split you. Round 3 was interesting. Chris, you had some success. Liam wasn't backing off. And then in the 4th round, we have the elbow situation. Liam, I know you've said there's no elbow. Chris, was it an elbow? Was the fight stopped too early?
Was the fight stopped too early? Listen, I wanted to continue. That's all I know. The referee's the referee. He made his decision. There was no overturning it. But you know, I was on my feet. I wanted to continue. And I'm not a vulnerable fighter. You know, I've been in this game a long time. Someone like me says, "Listen, let's keep going." Let me keep going. What are you saving me from? More of a beating? This is what we do. We get hit. We get hurt. You know, if he was going to knock me out or put me on the canvas again or continue the onslaught, then good. Let him do that. Give the fans what they want, which is an action-packed fight. Or let me overcome the adversity. Let me get back into the fight. But again, you know, it's all ifs and buts. You know, I was complacent after the 3rd round. After the 3rd round success, you know, I guess maybe I got a little bit too comfortable. Maybe I got a little bit too complacent, and you know, I paid the price. He did what he did. He caught me, and all of a sudden the fight was over. And now we're here. Now we are here. We're back. We're back in fight camp, back in fight mode, getting ready to set the record straight.
We're now 4 weeks out. Liam, we've had to wait maybe a little bit longer than you would have hoped for after the injury. How's your camp been? How is the back? Is it fully healed?
Yeah, my camp's been going well. Back's fine now. And like I said, Liam Smith fine. Liam Smith, no injuries, beats Chris every day of the week and twice on a Sunday. I said this last time and I'll say it again.
There was a possibility that you may have been able to work through the niggle and you almost didn't reschedule.
The way really, you know, this is what I'll openly get the points across. The whole rescheduling for July was never ever anything to do with me. I pulled out to June 17th. Chris is the man for the excuses, to be totally honest with you. I can name you 5, 6, 7 excuses he's made from the fight, but you know, I pulled out to one date and one date only, June 17th. The fight got rescheduled in July to no reason on my own. And then, you know, the new date got set. So one date I pulled out of with a back injury. Like I said, that's it. No excuses from my end. Never has been an excuse. No elbow excuse, no fitness excuse, no weight excuse, no referee excuse either. I'll never make an excuse.
Fight's almost here now. Chris, is a big one for you. You've relocated. You've changed your trainer. Tell us why, and why Eubank?
I wouldn't say I relocated. I've always trained in Vegas. But yeah, the camp's been out here for this fight. I wanted a change of scenery. I wanted a change of energy. And yeah, now I'm officially working with Eubank, Terence Crawford's trainer.
I have Terence as well in your corner, Chris. It's fucking not going to help you, mate. So if Terence got beat the weekend, would you have hired Eubank?
Yeah, I would have. We had already agreed. We had already agreed before that fight that we were going to work together. Obviously, seeing the outcome just gave me that extra, you know, encouragement and happiness in my decision to take him on. You know, we got 4 weeks left, so I'm not my game plan, my mindset going into this fight isn't going to be changed in 4 weeks. He's not there to do that. Him and his team are there to just help me prepare and help me do what I want to do. You know, and if everything goes well, it could be a great relationship moving forward. But I know what I have to do to deal with Liam. Womack isn't there to, you know, he's not going to make any huge differences, you know, but I trust in his team. You know, the proof is in the pudding. You saw what happened over the weekend. So, yeah, we're going to go in there. We're going to get the job done.
Because there's no proof
Liam,
in no
what do
pudding.
you?
Amir Khan used him and he didn't do nothing for Amir. Like there's no proof in nothing like that. That's
The
totally
proof
clueless.
is in him helping prepare Terence for Errol and watching what Terence did. Like that gives me confidence in the ability that they have as a team.
He also Amir Khan hired him for Kelbrook and got beat and got stopped.
Okay.
So
that was.
but you sound like this is all on repeat. Everything you're saying, you said the first time round. You know what it takes to beat Liam. You know this. You know that. It's irrelevant.
I do know what it takes.
Why didn't you do it?
I was doing it, and then you know what happened happened.
This is what I went back. I didn't want to interrupt you before. For a man who's been involved in some like one-sided fight, you know, you've landed some shots like you boxed Spike O'Sullivan. You were landing shots that were, you know, whatever else. Are you really that deluded? Are you really drawing on that much, like that little 20-second period at the end of round 3? You really drawing on that for some confidence?
It wasn't about the round 3. It was the fact that you didn't touch me for 3 rounds.
Why are you the only man to say that? Why are you the only man to believe that you was like so dominating that fight?
Not the only. You didn't land a punch for 3 rounds, Lynn. You got with uppercuts and jabs.
Who has ever agreed with you? Who's ever agreed with you?
I don't need anyone to agree with me. I was in the fight, mate. I was in front of you. You didn't touch me. The only time
you didn't know what day
me,
it was when you got stopped. You did not know what day it was, and that was the next bet. For a man who's been involved in, we'll go back to that because that's what happened. I mean, that was the full outcome.
That's not what we're talking about, are we? We're talking about the fact that you were dominated for 3 rounds before that happened.
If that's domination, you're in a world of trouble. If that's domination,
well, you didn't touch me.
You class that as domination.
I know how to beat you.
Chris, I only need to touch you once and you fold. I only needed to touch you once and you folded.
There was no folding at all. I was up there in your face ready to go.
Like the fella out
There's been
you were folded off once. So if I touched you once and that happened to you, what do you expect, mate? If I only have to touch you once and that happens, you're in trouble, aren't you? Really?
Then you've got no problems in this rematch, huh? It's just going to be a breeze weekend, huh?
Yep.
Liam, you've said that you look forward to ending Chris's career. Do you feel like another loss and this is the end of the road for him?
No, because like you say, you're sitting listening to Chris in front of you. No, definitely not. It'll be Womack's fault probably.
Chris, were you to lose again, would you consider retirement, or do you still feel like there's more fights out there for you?
Yeah, we're not doing retirement talk here. We're not here to talk about.
Is this on repeat from the last time?
I'm not talking about anything after Liam. I'm not talking about Conor Ben. I'm not talking about trilogies. I'm not talking about anything. All I care about is September 2nd and setting the score straight.
In terms of the rematch, Chris, we've seen you looking vicious in training. Will you go back to your aggressive style for the rematch, or does anything change?
I'm not going to say what I'm going to do, and to be honest, it's all gonna come together on the night. But if I want to go and do exactly what I did in the last fight, that's enough to beat Liam. I already showed that. I just don't.
Yes.
But whether I box his head off again, or whether I go and then go to war, or whether I do both,
you nearly make yourself laugh when you say this.
You guys are gonna see.
Liam, do you think the fight is still there in Chris? Do you feel like maybe you took something from him in the first fight?
Chris knows full well what got took from. He knows full well what's been took from him now. What he's prided his whole career on. And I said beforehand, I respect him as a fighter. I always did. It was why I took the fight on the date I'd be ready for. Knew I needed to be in shape to beat Chris. Good fighter on his day, but prides himself on his chin. His air of invincibility has been cracked now. It's gone, and he knows he can be hurt. And more importantly, he knows it's me who's done it to him. And he's always been able to compete at a high level because he's tough and he's game and he's got a good chin. Now, the next man he's in front of is the man who cracked all the chinks in the arm. It was me who done it. So he's lost that now. And, you know, like I said, Chris will only know what he's like. The next time he steps foot in the ring is the only time we'll see how much that's played a part in new Chris Eubank.
Chris, the first fight was exciting, had a dramatic finish. In your mind, will this fight be an even better, more dramatic fight?
For sure. There's much more on the line now. There's much more danger in this fight now.
What's on the line, Chris? Can I ask just a question? What's on the line?
He has his confidence, his newfound confidence, which he didn't have in the first fight. And
Chris, you look at the interviews. I said I beat you every day of the weekend, twice on a Sunday.
Yeah, I know that, but talk is cheap. You didn't believe that. That's why when you did win, you're jumping up and down, screaming and crying and hugging your brother.
Ran the words down your throat. What you said, Chris? I was told all week I couldn't hear you.
That was going to happen. Nobody thought it was going to happen.
Do you want me to play the book? Do you want me to play the gloves are off, Chris? Do you want me to replay the gloves are off where you asked me the question?
Like I said, talk is cheap. I know you didn't believe what was going to happen. Nobody did. And you know it's not going to happen again. And that's why this fight's going to be so much more exciting, because now it's like I have everything to prove. Before it was kind of like, all right, well, I just need to go in there and win. Now it's like, if I lose, if this happens again, where do I go? So that wasn't the case in the first fight. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that kind of affects my performance.
How does this fight end this time, in your opinion, Chris?
Questions are so boring every time. How is this going to end? What are you going to do? When's the knockout?
What do you want them to ask, Chris? What do you want them to ask?
I don't know. Something new. How's the fight going to end? I mean, the fight it's going to end. One of us is going to get stopped. That's for sure. It's not going to go 12 rounds. It can't go 12 rounds. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that that it's a Chris Eubank Jr. win.
Liam, when you envision this fight, what do you see happening? Were you shocked with how the first fight went, like Chris said?
Like I said, I was shocked how easy he folds. I touched him once and he was like Bambi on ice. Yeah, I was shocked how much he folded off. One right hand, left uppercut, left hook. Yeah, little elbow in the middle of it, and then he's on clear street. So like, I just don't know what way can Chris come next time? Come and have a fight with me. You're there to be nailed. Try and box me like that again, or do whatever he done last time. He makes too many mistakes and I'll punish him.
You're both here now. There's been a lot of animosity, a rivalry. Any questions, any statements, anything that you want to get off your chest to each other with 4 weeks to go?
Who's the question to?
Both. Who wants to go first? Does anyone have anything to say?
Do I have anything to say? I mean, we've said so much already. It's kind of there's not much left to do now except fight. We've done the gloves are off, which is going to come out soon. This is the first digital face-to-face or press conference or whatever you want to call this I've ever done. It's kind of strange, but listen, I'm in a good place. I'm comfortable. I'm happy with the setup. Manchester is going to be. Yeah, it's going to be. Well, I don't know how it's going to be actually. I don't know. It's probably going to be the same as last time.
Do you think you gained a few more fans, Chris, with your little Manchester United trick the other day? Did you try and get more fans on board? Is that what you tried to do?
Well, it's not trying to get more fans. It's I enjoy watching them play.
Are you a Man United fan?
Yeah, but it's not about football. It's not about gaining fans. We are we're there to fight, and we're going to be fighting in Manchester. So, it is what it is.
I offered you London, Chris.
What's that?
I offered you London.
No, you didn't.
London.
You
I
didn't
offered you
offer me
London.
anything, actually. But it came down
Okay,
to
I accepted London, shall we say? I accepted London.
right. Okay, yeah. It's the powers that be wanted it in Manchester, and that's fine. I don't mind being in
Manchester,
in hostile territory if that's what it's going to be. I don't know. It was last time, but crowds, fans, support, haters. None of that has ever affected me. I think Liam's the type of guy that needs, he needs a bit of hometown support. He needs to be in a place where there's going to be a lot of,
I fought my whole career abroad, mate. I fought my whole career abroad. I fought abroad more times than you.
Well,
have you ever fought out in the UK beside Yildirim?
We're not talking about abroad. We're talking about in hostile territory.
In Russia, I fought a Mexican in Mexico. I fought Canelo in Texas. I fought Tommy Munguia in Vegas. But we're talking about hostile territory. So I'm just saying, have you, besides having Yildirim, have you fought outside the UK?
I've been in more backyards than you. Let's just put it that way.
Chris, do you want me to be honest with you? That's because you can't sell in London, mate, or you can't sell in Brighton.
Okay, all right.
That's true. You're a big name on TV, but you can't sell a bum on a seat. You know that for a fact yourself. And come on, that's just
you're right.
You're a big name in TV. You're a big name in.
I can't sell any tickets. Nobody cares. Yeah, all right. What's next?
Yeah, we're having a conversation. Now you're putting a.
I know, but it's boring. It's boring. I've heard that before. Let's talk about something else. What are you gonna do, Liam? Are you gonna do anything different?
You're a big enough name to get people to your city or your venues, and you can't do it.
Okay, that's good. Everybody's talking about what am I gonna do differently? Let's talk about you. What are you gonna do?
Nothing. I'm gonna just pick either the right or the left and see which one comes first. I don't need to do. What do I need to change, Chris?
Well, I don't know. Everyone's always asking me what am I going to do differently. I'm just.
You got stopped, mate. You got stopped in 4 rounds. That's why. That's why people are going to ask you. No, people need to ask you because you got stopped in 4 rounds. I didn't get stopped. I didn't get budged. I didn't get. I didn't go nowhere. So people need to ask you what you need to change because you got stopped in 4 rounds. That's why the question is. People are asking me, what do I think you come differently with? And then if you come differently, what do I have to answer? And that will be shown on September 2nd if you come to have a fight with me. Be my guest.
What would you like me to do? Is there a style you would like for me to approach you with in September?
Whatever way you approach it, because I've got the answer for it. I've told you this before. The last one I told you this.
I get that, but I'm saying, do you have a preference?
Either or, mate. Like I said, either or. You try and box me like you did last time. You make too many mistakes. You come to have a fight with me. You're there to be nailed. It'd probably go quicker than 4. So
no preference. You don't want to just have a tear up, or you don't want to have a boxing match.
Have a tear up, it'll go quicker than 4.
Okay.
So it just depends how long you want to last. If you have a tear up with me, it goes quicker than 4. But
for me or for you?
It just depends what percentage I turn up. I might just turn up at 60 and give you a chance this time.
You got some lines today, Elliot. That's cute. That's real cute.
I thought you guys had nothing to say to each other. Any final words? I feel like you probably got it all off your chest right then.
Now, listen, I'm good. I'm good, and I'll see you the second, Chris. I'll see Beaumac. Tell Beaumac and tell him to say hello.
Yeah, pretty much. We're 4 weeks away. We got the work to do, and yeah, this one is important. This one is do or die for both of us. But
stop putting me in your category, mate. You're in the last chance to lose. Stop putting me in your category.
No.
You keep saying this settle the score. The settle's nothing. I'm winning 1-0. Don't forget. You keep saying this. I don't want to reiterate it to you because I'm, like I said, I'll beat you again. But you keep saying settle the score. Regardless, if you was to ever win this fight, you still make it 1-1. It's not settle no score. But
it settles the score for me, and that is obviously what I'm referring to when I say that. People keep talking about trilogies and all this stuff. It's who knows? But I'm
You only
not.
have
I'm
a
not.
trilogy when it's 1-1, like, but trilogy's a little bit a long way away for you just yet, though. You only have
Like
a
I said,
trilogy when it's 1-1.
I'm not thinking about that. All I'm thinking about is how I'm going to take you apart in a few weeks' time, and
How
it's
are you
going
going
to
to
happen.
stack this? How? How?
I already asked you what you would preferred. You know, if you tell me what you want, then I'll take you apart that way. You just got to
I'm
tell me.
asking how you're going to take me apart. I've already took you apart. I took you apart, no bother.
Oh, you
So I'm
didn't take me
asking you.
apart. You caught me with one shot. That's not taking somebody apart. That's
One.
that's a one-hit wonder. That's never going to
One.
happen again.
Chris, one.
Never going to happen again.
One shot was it, Chris? What shot was it, Chris?
It was one shot, and it will
What
never
one was
happen
it?
again.
Tell me what shot it was.
Come on, watch the replay. I don't need to answer your question about what shot it was. If you don't remember, then you don't remember. But it will never happen again. It was a one-hit wonder, and this time around,
Was it the left hook at the end? What's on your eye? What you said was the elbow on your eye.
You're not going to be jumping up and down.
The elbow, yeah.
Trust me on that.
What?
Guys, as always, it's been entertaining. I wish you both the best for the next 4 weeks. And I will see you in fight week.
Sound, see you soon.
Yeah.
All right.
See you soon. Yes.